So in today's video, I'll show you how to enter diagnostics mode on iOS 27. The diagnostics mode can help you identify potential issues with your hardware or software. And if you'd like to enter it on iOS 27, it's easier than before. Later on in this video, I'll also show you how to do it on older systems on iOS 26 or iOS 18, because it's been available since iOS 18, but now it's just easier in iOS 27. So let's do the easier method if you already have the beta version of the 27, or if you're watching it sometime in the future after September, when 27 was officially released. And to do it, first you'll need to turn your phone off by pressing and holding on power and either of the volume buttons. Then slide in order to power off, and now you'll need to wait at least half a minute to make sure that your phone is fully off. If you don't do it, then your phone won't just turn on, and you may just fail to enter that mode. So let's wait half a minute and I'll get back to you. Okay, I think I'm done. Now let's press and hold on the power button. We'll need to press and hold. It will show us on the screen that it's loading recovery options, and first it'll tell you continue holding, so you need to continue holding, and then when it says loading, you can already stop holding. So let's do it. Press and hold on the power button, only the power button. You'll see the Apple logo, and continue holding, then it'll say continue holding for recovery, and once it says loading recovery options, you can release. Now let's give it a moment. It'll load all the recovery options, because this is the new recovery mode on iOS 27, which lets you access the diagnostics in an easier way. So I'll get back to you once it all loads, because it may take up to a minute or two. Now, as you can see, I'm in that new recovery mode, and it lets me easily access the diagnostics mode. Now, I've tried it on the first developer beta of iOS 27 and it didn't work. On the second developer beta, it works fully fine, so I'd recommend updating before you do it if you are using developer beta for whatever reason. Remember that if you're diagnosing your phone with a beta, maybe the beta is the issue of something happening on your phone. That's why I never recommend installing beta for just casual users, because it's never good for you. But let's give it a moment until it restarts, and we'll enter the diagnostics mode so we can diagnose all the issues connected with our hardware or software. And now this is what we have, and we should click on continue. Then we need to connect to a Wi-Fi network. So let's do it. Select a Wi-Fi network, enter its password. It cannot read Wi-Fi networks from your memory, so even if you are connected to the network in the system, it won't know the password, so you need to enter it manually. Now it's connecting. It'll take a moment. It'll load available options, and once it's done, I'll just get back to you. I've been out for a while, don't get scared. It's not like it's been loading for 7 minutes. Now let's select Run Diagnostics, and now you can find different things. The basic one is the MRI. It's going to check all the basic things. Let's start the diagnostic, and then it'll tell me all the things that I need to know about my phone. So yeah, it's checking. You can see it's even checking the screen and stuff like that. If the brightness control works, it's checking the NFC payments. It's checking microphones and everything else, battery and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty useful. I'll get back to you when it's finished. And it's finished. It shows us everything, all the results of everything that I measured, like sensors and Wi-Fi. You can see that it shows me software, current OS version, and it says that a beta version of iOS is installed on this device, which means that that may cause issues on the system. Uh, it shows a yellow mark, which means it's not necessarily that the issue exists. It's that in that matter, it's just that it may cause an issue, but not necessarily does. If it was red, then you'd know something doesn't work properly. Now, in battery condition, there's something wrong with my battery here because it cannot display everything. So that is the thing here, and these are all the tests. Now you can also do other things, so let's do maybe one more, which is going to be multi-touch. I can diagnose whether my screen's multi-touch works in all aspects, and to do it I'll just need to continue and it'll display this. Then I need to drag my finger across the whole screen to see if it recognizes touch everywhere. If it doesn't somewhere, then you'll know that there is an issue with multi-touch and you should try to get it fixed, unless you don't care, but probably you do, because how else are you going to use a phone? And as you can see, in my case it fully works, so it'll give me a result of it working fully, and that is going to be basically it. Now I'll show you how to enter diagnostics on iOS 26 or iOS 18, because these are older versions of the system that have a different way of entering diagnostics. But basically the diagnostics after entering them will look the same. So I'll exit it here, and I'll just put another phone in here. This one runs iOS 26, so let's turn it off by pressing and holding on power and either of the volume buttons, then slide to power off and wait half a minute until it turns itself off fully. So yeah, I'll just get back to you. Now you should get a charger ready, and it's important that the charger, if you have that option, get a charger that is at least 18 watts. I have a 35-watt charger here, so that would be great. But try to get at least 18-watt charger because it may not work without it. Optionally, you can, instead of a charger, use a computer. Just plug it into your computer, plug the cable into your computer instead of the charger, and see if that helps. So I'm sorry for I know this. Okay, yeah. Now we'll need to get that charger ready. Don't plug it in just yet. First, start pressing and holding on both volume buttons on your phone, and just the volume buttons, nothing else. Then while doing so, plug in the charger and keep holding. Now once the Apple logo appears on the screen, release and wait until it gets to the diagnostics mode. So yeah, I had that happen to me before, that I wasn't able to turn the diagnostics mode on this phone specifically. It's a 17 Pro Max without the good charger. So I hope it'll work now. But yeah, I did try it with a few chargers, and I also tried it with a computer. It didn't work, but Apple support says that it should. As you can see, it did work in this case, so that's great. I can click on continue. I can connect to network. And it basically from now on works the same as it would on iOS 27, and on iOS 18 it's going to also work the same. It'll look a little different because of the different design, but Yeah, I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.